We don't want them gathering, and I see they do gather, including on beaches and including in restaurants, young people.
Federal, state, and local officials right now have been adamant about people social distancing.
Social distancing. Social distancing guidelines.
You have to remember that it's not just going outdoors that spares you from this virus. It's actually social distancing.
Social distancing.
Social distancing. Potential need for social distancing until 2022.
Hey, Bobby. Yeah, bud. With all these social distancing guidelines, why do you think it's so dang important for the government and mainstream media to keep them separated?
People ask how an old codger like me stays in shape. The fact is, 80% of being healthy is what you cram or don't cram into your pie hole. You've probably already heard of the ketogenic or keto diet. To sum it up, it's a high-fat, moderate protein, low-carb diet that forces your body to burn fat rather than the glucose or simple sugars that so many people are addicted to. The bottom line is this kind of diet works. And I use Keto Elevate because it's specifically designed to help quickly and efficiently raise your ketone levels so you can reap the major benefits of the keto diet lifestyle. And guys, this isn't just an ad. This stuff really works. Use my link in the description, ketowithflix.com, and get 51% off while supplies last.
With all the talk tonight about lifting social distancing guidelines, state by state, there's an eye-opening new study from a team of researchers at Harvard School of Public Health. It predicts under certain scenarios the potential need for those measures and school closures to continue until 2022.
What the hell did you just say?
Potential need for social distancing until 2022.
It's been suggested that one of the reasons for social distancing measures has a specific purpose. Some say military-grade surveillance equipment is being used to collect individual data, and the distancing gives social engineers the opportunity to isolate and identify subjects in the mass collection of personal data. MIT Technology Review put out an article that seems to lend a little bit of credibility to this assertion. The Pentagon has a laser that can identify people from a distance by their heartbeat. The Jetson prototype can pick up on a unique cardiac signature from 200 meters away, even through clothing. That's about 218 yards or over 2 football fields away. The article reads, "Everyone's heartbeat is different. Like the iris or fingerprint, our unique cardiac signature can be used as a way to tell us apart. Crucially, it can be done from a distance." It's that last point that has intrigued U.S. Special Forces. Other long-range biometric techniques include gait analysis, which identifies someone by the way he or she walks. This method was supposedly used to identify an infamous ISIS terrorist before a drone strike. But gaits, like faces, are not necessarily distinctive. An individual's cardiac signature, though, is unique. And unlike faces or gait, it remains constant and cannot be altered or disguised. A new device developed for the Pentagon after U.S. Special Forces requested it can identify people without seeing their face. Instead, it detects their unique cardiac signature with an infrared laser. While it works at 200 meters, longer distances could be possible with a better laser. Stuart Romali of the Pentagon's Combating Terrorism Technical Support Office said, "I don't want to say you could do it from space, but longer ranges should be possible." My takeaway from that is they can probably do it from space. Contact infrared sensors are often used to automatically record a patient's pulse. They work by detecting the changes in reflection of infrared light caused by blood flow. By contrast, the new device called Jetson uses a technique known as laser vibrometry to detect the surface movement caused by the heartbeat. This works through typical clothing like a shirt or jacket, but not thicker clothing like a winter coat. The most common way of carrying out remote biometric identification is by face recognition. But this needs a good frontal view of the face, which can be hard to obtain, especially from a drone. Face recognition may also be confused by beards, sunglasses, or headscarves. A lot of people don't know this, but cardiac signatures are already used for security identification. The Canadian company called NIME has developed a wrist-worn pulse sensor as an alternative to fingerprint identification. The technology has been trailed by the Halifax Building Society in the UK. Jetson extends this approach by adopting an off-the-shelf device that is usually used to check vibration from a distance in structures like wind turbines. For Jetson, a special gimbal was added so that an invisible quarter-size laser spot could be kept on target. According to them, it takes about 30 seconds to get a good return, so at present the device is only effective where the subject is sitting or standing. But that kind of technology changes really quickly. Romali's team then developed algorithms capable of extracting a cardiac signature from the laser signals. He claims that Jetson can achieve over 95% accuracy under good conditions, and they expect this to be improved. In practice, it's likely that Jetson would be used alongside facial recognition or other identification methods. The State University of New York at Buffalo has also developed a remote cardiac sensor, although it works only up to 20 meters away and uses radar. A lot of people believe that the cardiac approach is far more robust than facial recognition. Wenyo Su of the State University of New York at Buffalo says, compared with face, cardiac biometrics are more stable and can reach more than 98% accuracy. One glaring limitation is the need for a database of cardiac signatures. But even without this system, it has its uses. What they claim is that an insurgent seen in a group planting an IED could later be positively identified from a cardiac signature, even if the person's name and face are unknown. Biometric data is also routinely collected by U.S. Special Forces in Iraq and Afghanistan, so cardiac data could be added to that library. According to developers, in the long run, this technology could find many more uses. They give an example of a doctor who could scan for arrhythmias and other conditions remotely, or hospitals who could monitor the condition of patients without having to wire them up to machines. Now, there's no mention in the article of this technology being turned on the population and used to track the exact location and activities of every man, woman, and child on Earth. But as we've seen, there are people in this world who would do exactly that for their own gain. For example, combined with Gil Bates' patented cryptocurrency generating idea using body activity data, the elites could use your heart rate to turn your daily activities into even more wealth on the open market. And you know what they tend to do with that wealth. They use it against us for our own demise. So while we're all fighting amongst ourselves in our current mainstream media promoted racially fomented new world, keep in mind there's a purpose for every mandate they're putting out there. Social distancing, sheltering in place, wearing your face mask, and historically, it doesn't turn out for our good. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comments section below.
If you get something out of this content and you want to support this channel, one of the best ways you can do that is by liking this video and sharing it with everybody you can, everywhere you can on social media. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon so that whenever I upload a video, you're one of the first to see it. If you want to further support the channel, the Patreon, PayPal, Bitcoin, and Subscribe Star links are in the description below and in the pinned comment. Or you can grab one of these conversation-starting, hard-hitting designs that you can put on any shirt, hoodie, or mug from the shirt store, and that link is also in the description. Your purchase helps support more content on this channel. I will see you guys in the next heavily censored, shadow banned, and now 100% demonetized video.